What's up, guys? So we're gonna make a little short video here. I'm back over at Jeff's house. So I ended up buying a welder. I myself am not a welder. I can kind of sort of stick stuff together.
Here, hang on. Hi. All right.
I can kind of stick
Stick stuff together. He can kind of stick stuff together.
So I ended up buying this Arccaptain MIG200. Arccaptain MIG200. I paid for it. It's not a sponsored thing. I needed a welder for just little stuff, mainly. Like on the S10, we need to weld spring perches. Eventually, we're gonna have to do the exhaust on it. But
basically, what he's getting out here is he doesn't like paying me to all this shit.
Well,
no, I'm just joking. Kinda.
Kinda, sorta, in a way. But it's also something good to learn if I'm gonna be building stuff, building cars, building this, building that. It's a good thing to know how to do is to weld.
Oh yeah, completely.
So I ended up picking this up as it was a scratch and dent special on Amazon. There's no scratches on the machine. The box looks like hell, but machine looks fine. So I'm gonna have Mr. Welder guy, Jeff,
Me?
show me how to set this thing up. So then all I have to do is plug it in and start welding away.
Yeah, so here, Peyton, grab the camera. So we got plugged in here. Peyton picked up a little, I don't even know what that is, like a 2-pound spool of some shitty wire, some 030 clutch. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you are just getting into welding, that's fine. Now, me seeing this out the box as a welder for my profession, it's not bad. I personally am not a fan of the MIG gun. I think the neck on it needs to have a little bit more of a bend, but just for whatever, that's personal opinion. But so we're gonna turn this fucking thing on. Oh, you can even turn it on
Back here.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm taking off your plastic. You want this on or off?
You can take it off.
Okay. This bugs me. Oh wow. So your volts are here. Volts, amps. Oh no, this is your wire speed. Inches per minute. I like that it's all digital. Goes up to 10 inches per minute. So for what he's doing, I would probably be somewhere in the 19 volt range, even 17, 18 to, we'll just set it kind of here. This is kind of neat, actually. It's got a, this must be for stick welding. I don't know, we'll mess with that. We'll just go 17 and 7. If you get in your mode, it's right here, I guess, is your mode, MIG. Then there's your stick welding there. And then you can tag off this, which is very cool. And then it's got a spool gun setting. We found out that this, whatever pen it is, I'm not sure. What the hell's this? God, there. Fuck.
Oh, I did find the damage on the machine. It's right there, but it's on the plastic.
Holy shit. It's been mangled by a bear.
Someone drop kicked it, but
okay,
we'll
so that's nice. So it's a little 4-pin for a spool gun setup there. That thing was really on there. Holy Hannah. Alright. So anyway, so you can run a spool gun, you can TIG, you can do TIG DC, not AC on this. So we'll set it up for MIG. And then, what's this do?
I think that one.
Okay, there's polarity. Oh, no, there's your push-pull. That should be your fucking thing.
So if I remember right, the first one is 2-touch. So on, off.
What?
This is 4-touch, where you pull it on and it automatically keeps going.
Oh, it's like a trigger hold.
Yep.
Oh.
And then that's spot welding.
Oh, okay. So we'll leave it like that. What's this?
There we go.
There we go. Now we're really good. So if you hit SYN, SEN, or SEN, I don't know what the hell it stands for, then you can get into your wire, which you should be able to control somehow.
Is it mode?
No, I don't know. Hey,
Nope. Shit. Okay.
Okay, so 030, there's gotta be a way to adjust this.
Let's look in the manual real quick.
No. Nope, that's not how I operate. You just press buttons until it does something.
Is it the bottom right? Very bottom right? Nope.
Maybe.
Ah, yeah.
So we're gonna go with. That's kind of cool. That it kind of gives you setup deals here. How the hell do I change the wire though? I just changed it from 030 to 035. Hang on.
Is it under?
There it is. So here, to change your gas, you're going to use this guy. You hit the send button, you can change your gas. Okay. As you get into your flux, it automatically prompts it to an 035 minimum because that's how that works. And then here, you can change your wire from an 023, 030, 035, and an 040, which you should never really use on 110. Now we're setting this up on a 110 deal. To get out of this, you're going to hit send. It locks it out. Okay. So we're going to call that our setup button. So you're going to hit your setup button, and then these two, bottom left and bottom right. Bottom left changes out your wire. Bottom right changes out your shielding gas. We're going to just put that in standard. Alright, so I'm going to go find you a piece of scrap. You got your welding hood?
I do.
Alright. Go find a... Here. We'll go over into my scrap pile here. Just grab one of those little chunks of shit. Not that, those are full sticks of thin stuff.
Something like that.
Yeah, that works. I'm not gonna use that, but that's fine. Use that. Use that.
Okay.
Stick it on my truck bed. Or set it. Yeah, just put it on my bed here.
Got my hood.
Also, before we start, he never even got his wire fed into the machine. So, and the nice thing here too is any machine out there, a Lincoln, a Miller, Arccaptain, it's gonna have this setup guide. It's gonna tell you your polarities, how you set up your polarities here on the face of the machine, and then also aluminum, stainless steel, what wire you're running, whether it's ER70S6 or flux core, whatever it is, it tells you. So right here, DC electrode positive, CO2, but he's running an argon 7525, so C25. So what thickness also as well. So he's gonna be welding like 8 gauge technically, so he's gonna want his wire speed at 24 and 14, but because it's on a 110, we're gonna be locked out. So here's your camera. I don't know what you want to do with it. I'm gonna feed your wire to you.
Okay.
That's why you gotta have a stand, man.
Yeah, screwed the pooch on that one, for lack of a better term. We'll be right back.
All right, so we have this set up. This is at this kind of kicked over to 19.4 volts. So we're gonna drop it down to 18. We're gonna leave the inches per minute at 9.3. It's going crazy because you can't see it that well. LCD and
sunlight
that
and
too,
filming it. Yeah.
Oh no, it's the thing with the thing.
Oh.
All right, Peyton. Is that auto dark? Why don't you have on gloves? PPE, guys. Always wear PPE. Don't be welding with your hamburger mitts hanging out. But anyway, go on. So this pulls a 30 amp. Okay. Yep. Pop my fucking breaker. Let me go plug it into an actual outlet on my fucking power strip. Here, we'll set this in my welding bed or something. There we go. Look at that.
Oh, perfect. Look at that. Good enough for who it's for, right?
Yeah, push it. Yeah, well, it's alright. Here, let me grab my hood. Let me try.
Okay. We'll see how a professional likes it. And I mean, for the price. Oh, trying to see what I'm doing here. We'll go like that. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking with fire.
What?
Hanging it just like that.
Yeah, that's alright.
I was trying to find somewhere to put the torch without it just yeah.
See, I think it needs to be turned down a little bit. But we'll just put a welder right on top of Peyton. Yeah, well, it's nice.
Yeah.
No, this thing's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
This thing's pretty badass.
So this was $419 and like 61 cents shipped to my front door.
Yeah.
So for that price,
Should do 232 garage on a plate
yeah,
for your intro.
that's actually not a bad
That'd be
idea.
cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. All right,
You're welcome.
You'll get some reimbursements for that.
Yeah, cause like, yeah, that thing welds as good as my Lincoln does.
Yeah,
I honestly like. I would love to see this thing hooked up to
like a actual
yeah,
220.
like actual hooked up. We could hook it up to my welding machine, but I have a job to do today. I have to build this fucking trailer.
Yeah.
Don't take videos of it, but yeah. Now this isn't an endorsement video by anybody, not Peyton.
No,
not by
I
me.
paid for this machine, and
But-
like I said, it was a scratch and dent. There's the actual damage. There's the box that it came in.
The door is
but-
a little like your door is a little weird, like it clicks, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it was funny because Peyton got a hold of me and was like, "Hey, I'm looking at this welder," and I was like, "Dude." He was gonna buy some clutch piece of shit from Northern, and I'm like, don't buy that fucking thing. So he showed me this thing, and I was really, honestly, like, I was like, I don't know, man. New welding machines coming out, like, look at Yes Welder and shit coming off Amazon. When they were first coming out, they were dog shit, and so I was like, I don't know, you get what you pay for. This thing, I'm probably gonna go fucking buy one because it's pretty nice. I like the LCD display. but I'll be curious as Peyton uses it how that display holds up. LCD displays, they tend to fail. I like the fact for me, since I have my own welding business, that it does have a spool gun option for guys that want to spool gun aluminum, because this is just a DC machine, so you're not going to be doing AC TIG.
Like actual tigging aluminum.
You can't TIG aluminum. Well, you can run helium, but helium is really expensive, and the weld's not as nice. But for if you're gonna do, TIG mild steel or TIG stainless, this thing will probably work just well. I don't have the connectors on my TIG rig for this, otherwise we would throw my TIG rig on it and see how it does, but mine doesn't have these connectors. So, but for guys like Peyton does car shit, and you're gonna be, you could do your stainless exhaust and all that bullshit with this thing on a TIG setup. So yeah.
And I mean, the only thing that I would really need something different for is like doing charge piping for turbo stuff, but that's what Jeff is for.
Yeah.
Because I did do a little bit of TIG welding back in high school, but that was over 10 years ago at this point. So
yeah. I wonder what this does. This has got to be for a stick setting, for like how it digs. But I'm just curious if that even has anything to do with it. Let's see something quick here. I don't know. You gotta fart with this a little more, but I mean, it welds pretty decent. These are pretty cold welds.
Well, because this is like...
Well, this is quarter.
Yeah.
Quarter plate, but still, for the stuff that Peyton's doing, this thing's gonna be more than just fine. So.
And at the price point, even full price for these is $400. Even at $400, I feel like this is still a pretty decent welder, because for $400 from your big three, Hobart, Miller, Lincoln, you're only going to get a flux core machine.
Yeah, and the thing that I like about this too is I'm going to go look on their website tonight. Is I would love to see if they had a AC/DC TIG welder.
They do.
See, what would be really tits for me is if they had an AC/DC TIG welder with a spool gun setup. I'd be all over that shit. But even I think they make ones where you can do plasma cutting with them. So, you're getting a 3-in-1 machine here. This thing can stick weld too. So you're getting a stick TIG and stick TIG MIG machine. Out the gate, I think it's a very capable piece of equipment. So...
In the box, it does come with your MIG gun. It does have a arc welding lead
stinger on it and shit.
And on their website, they do have their TIG torch and their spool gun. I believe their TIG torch is... I could be wrong. I'll stick it in the comment or in the video how much it actually is, but I think it was like about $100 for their TIG torch and like $140 for their spool gun.
Yeah, and that comes down to what's the amps that it can handle. If you're getting somewhere over a 200 amp TIG rig, that's pretty good. That's cheap. For a name brand like CK, or depending on like if you're a pipe welder or whatever, you get into some really nice TIG rig setups. I mean, my TIG torch is like basically a little over $1 an amp, and I think it was like close to $300 all said and done before it was even finished being set up with new lugs. And so, but yeah, no, good machine, good purchase, I think, on your end, Peyton. And yeah.
And then I'll have to look back in the manual again, but it has a 2-year warranty. So say at 23 months it shits the bed, get a hold of them, they'll send me a new one out. So yeah, I think for the price, not a bad setup.
Arccaptain.
I forgot to film an outro per usual, so yeah, you heard it come straight from the welder's mouth. Hopefully this machine works great for what I need it for. But I guess only time will tell. So, thanks guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and hope to see you on the next one. Peace.